Chapter 10, Personal Relationship. What is personal relationship? This is the type of relationship which is closely associated with person. It involves a degree of commitment to another person or persons. There are two characteristics that define personal relationship. First, privacy, and second, intimacy. There are elements that go with personal relationships. First, attachment. There are three attachment styles defined by Ainsworth, Blenner, Waters, and Ward. First, secure attachment. It is when the primary caregiver is most of all the time present and available. Chances are high that a child who is exposed to this style of attachment will grow up to have more secure and stable relationship. 2. Avoidant attachment. It is when the primary caregiver is cold and detached, and even unresponsive to a child's needs. The person given this style of attachment will usually avoid getting into meaningful relationships.
3. Anxious ambivalent attachment. It is when the primary caregiver is not consistent in terms of presence in meeting a child's emotional needs. One is also mentioned in this chapter. It is when attraction between two persons is discussed. It is often understood as based on physical appearance. According to Fisher, there are three stages of falling in love. First, lust. It is driven by the sex hormones testosterone and estrogen. 2. Attraction. It is described as the love-struck phase. 3. Attraction. It is where long-lasting commitments are exchanged and concluded that since loving has a genetic basis, this is a natural drive that is as powerful as hunger.
Second, propinquity effect. A research conducted by Festinger, Scotcher, and Bach points to proximity as another possible factor why we like a person. We often develop a sense of familiarity with people. They make us feel safe and secure. Proximity promotes familiarity and hence, like. Third, similarity. We often like people who we are compatible with because we have many similarities. Similarity is a strong factor in relationship and in the selection of a mate. Fourth, reciprocity. We like person who like us back. As a research, reciprocity is a stronger basis for liking someone than similarity. Fifth, physical attractiveness. Physical attractiveness is a major factor in liking someone. Several research studies were conducted to confirm it. Sixth, personality characteristics and traits. People get attracted to two characteristics that lead to liking the one person. They are 1. Emphatic persons. They are who erode warmth and sympathy. They are persons who are optimistic and maintain positive views. Second, socially competent persons. They are the persons who are good communicators and enjoy good conversations. There's another theory, but it is about the different components of love by Robert Stenberg. This theory was Robert Stenberg's triangular theory of love. The three components are 1. Intimacy, defined as that lovely moment where someone understands and validates us. It is by the researchers Race, Clark, and Holmes, 2004, and Race and Shaver in 1998. Being intimate with another person is about being open and vulnerable to that person whom we deeply trust. Communication is a key component in developing intimacy, where self-disclosure is practiced, which leads us to profound and meaningful conversation that nurture and strengthens intimacy. Second, commitment. It is an act of deciding to consistently fulfill and live by agreements made with another person. Commitment in love relationships is expressed continuously in caring and loving actions for the beloved. 3. Passion. As defined in genetic term, it is the intense state of being that drives and consumes a person to pursue an interest. In terms of romantic love, it connotes sexual attraction as well as intimacy. Stenberg proposed 8 forms of love based on the combinations created by these 3 components. The 8th type of love is the absence of the 3 components and is referred to by Stenberg as non-love. Relationships should be deemed as mutually rewarding by the couple, for them to reinforce their commitment to each other. 2. Temptation of alternative partners. Third, the denial of the existence of the conflict. It is when one party eludes the presence of a problem and refuses to discuss it, as if believing the problem, it will result in frustration on the side of the other party. And last, contempt. Like criticism, contempt is a presence when someone who looks down on the party as inferior.